This is why you must look at every coin in your crypto portfolio. I got an airdrop a while ago. It was worth 30 bucks when I got it. 2 years later, that $30 airdrop was now worth $3,000, a 100x. I got lucky. I noticed this at all-time highs and I took profits, but I came this close to missing them completely. I'm not gonna let you make that mistake, not when there's money on the table that could change your life. So let's discuss why this process matters now more than ever, thanks to the recent Bitcoin price surge. We'll chat about how to ensure you're not missing anything in your portfolio and how to avoid the deadly scams that are associated with all of this. And of course, we're gonna discuss 10 coins that I'm looking at right now for the upcoming bull run. And most importantly, when to take profits on all of this. That last part is crucial. If you don't understand it, you will never make money in crypto. You'll just become some statistic because you don't know how to take profits. So Bitcoin hit its new all-time high. The bull run is here and it's gonna sweep the entire market with it. You may be holding on to these 100x coins already. So you need to pay attention and start looking at your portfolio extremely closely because I almost missed that 100x myself. Now, I've said this before, this isn't financial advice, this is madness, it's gambling. You're insane to even listen to me in the first place, but that's what crypto is. We're all here for it. To understand any of this though, we need to first look at Bitcoin. In the grand scheme of crypto, Bitcoin is the only thing that really matters. Bitcoin's price influences literally everything else, and now it's kind of influencing the entire economy. And right now, Bitcoin is going to the moon. Here's how it works though. Bitcoin, it pumps. Then ETH pumps. Then Solana and other layer ones pump. Then mid-sized altcoins pump. Then your mom gets pumped. And then finally small projects really pump. And of course, meme coins just always pump because that's how the world works, I guess, in 2024. Well, Bitcoin might be hitting all-time highs. The biggest gains happen with the tiny altcoins. The money that lands in that final pool after everything else. They're the ones that grow the most because they have the most room to shoot up from their teeny tiny little start. That's where you get the massive percentage gains. Sounds like a good strategy, but you gotta be careful because those coins are also the ones that tank the fastest. They go up, they go down. You can 100x your money, or you can lose absolutely everything and go into the negative. So you're probably seeing a game plan coming together here. Bitcoin goes up, you watch your altcoins, when they pump, you take those profits. It's a good plan, but you gotta be clear on one thing. Taking profits. The number one rookie mistake you can make in crypto is not taking profits. Here's a couple trades that I made recently that really highlight this point. I purchased both Ergo and Tau a little while back, and in less than a month, I sold both of those for a massive profit. 82% profit on Ergo and 78% profit on Tau. I mentioned these before, but I want to again just to make this point. 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been smart enough to take those profits. I would have kept riding it, crossing my fingers, and I probably would eventually lost money. The truth is, the only time you're guaranteed to make money in crypto is when you take those profits. Even if you love a project, even if you think in 10 years that thing could be $1 trillion, whatever. Over on the Finova Patreon, our members love the fact that we constantly set take profit stages. It's just the right way to do things. It's the profitable way to do things, which you can see by our extremely high win rate. For access to all of our trades as soon as they happen, you can join my Patreon linked in the description. We sell out every week, so if you want to get involved, act fast, hit that link below. Now I'm gonna go deeper into take profits and the strategies behind them in a minute, but first I wanna talk about the kinds of coins that will pump during this run. This is also extremely important. Overall, Bitcoin and ETH have been doing quite well. I mean, I'm sure you know that. Look at your portfolio, look at the news. I wouldn't be surprised if we see money really starting to pump ETH-specific coins like Polygon, Immutable, Arbitrum, and Optimism. Before any others, these are the ones I'd look out for. They're all solid, they have real tech that's already woven into the ETH ecosystem, and money could flow towards them anytime now. If you've got those in your wallet, don't sleep on them. Keep an eye on them because you might be looking to take profits as soon as possible. One thing I will say though, small dips do happen. Don't let them shake you out. Again, have a plan that'll help you not get shaken out with small dips, but be agile enough to grab your profits before the big whales cash out and eventually take everything and we go through the next cycle again. There's a fine line here and you need to know how to walk it and you need to play on the safe side of that line. Now, the second thing I want you to look at is diversification because you might have coins already in key categories that are going to absolutely rip during this next run. And you want to know if you're diversified into those categories. This will increase your chances of making money across the bull run. You need to know where your positions are. The point here is not just to look at all the coins in your portfolio and be like, all right, I got all the names, but to actually know how they're positioned and how they relate to the overall crypto ecosystem and the narratives that drive profits within that ecosystem. If you've watched a few of my videos, you'll know that I like gaming coins. The narrative behind crypto gaming is extremely strong and people will get behind that. When hyped up retail investors start flooding into altcoins, Gaming is going to be a hot little number that they think they've discovered the secret, but you'll be there first. Regarding gaming, I've already mentioned Immutable, but Mavia is another one to watch, simply because it's tied to an existing game that people already like. The narrative is there. Avalanche is another one to watch because it has ties to mini games like Off the Grid. Off the Grid is this cool looking game that has a strong narrative, and greedy money is going to absolutely jump on board. If you're holding either of these, check to see how they're doing, as I'd expect a sharp pump and eventual correction in the future. You want to be ready to take profits when you can. Root Network, this is a bit of a wild card. I don't think its narrative is quite as strong, but if you're holding it already, don't be surprised if this gets swept up in the bull run as well. I feel like this one could go in either direction, so I don't prioritize it over the others. It's just one to keep an eye on. The next one isn't gaming related, but it's a micro cap DeFi project that seems to be totally undervalued because it's a legit product. They're already a fully operational DEX, and they have some of the best yields I've seen on the internet for passive income in lending and staking within the crypto space. This is Planet Finance with their Aqua token. AI is another category that you should be holding on to, and you want to check your portfolio to see if any of your coins are within that space, because those could absolutely rip. Some smaller coins that I like within AI and big data are coins like PAL, OXO, The Graph, and Akash Network. Those will all be ideal targets for possible pumps because people know about them and the ideas are convincing enough to attract that investor money. This is how you should be thinking. Will the category pump? Is the coin within that category convincing? Are there ideas within that coin that push investors to buy? If the answer is yes to all three, watch that coin. If it's in your portfolio, really watch that coin. Another underrated angle here is coins like Arkham, because it promises to remove crypto anonymity. What I like about this is it stands out by going against the typical crypto narrative of anonymous transactions. Anything that stands out during a pump is good. It's different. So if you're holding Arkham, keep an eye on its price action because this could be a big magnet. I like this one a lot. Third thing to think about is airdrops. If you've been in crypto long enough, you've had promotional airdrops hit your wallet. If you're like me, you probably forget about them. They're usually small amounts, so who cares? It's nice to get a couple free bucks, but whatever. Well, remember at the start, I said I had an airdrop 100x from $30 to $3,000 right under my nose, and I almost missed it. You need to look through your coins to see what you're holding, especially during a pump. If you've been in crypto a while, there are decent chances that you're holding onto coins you've completely forgotten the name of. You don't even realize that they're there whatsoever, and there's always the potential for those to pop off and make you massive amounts of money. Imagine how bummed you'd be if you found out about some 100x coin sitting in your wallet after it already pumped and crashed. Don't be that person. Know your portfolio in and out, make a spreadsheet if you have to, or get some coin tracking wallet. And this all gets worse. You might own airdrops that you don't even know about. For example, if you didn't add the contract address of a coin into your MetaMask wallet, it might not show up in your wallet at all. If you're here to make money, you want to know what you own, so go through and make sure you know all the coins that are actually in your wallet, even the ones that contract addresses haven't been added and aren't visible in your wallet like a MetaMask. That said, on any airdrop though, do your due diligence because dust scams are all over the place. They're just sitting there ready to attack you. If you don't know what they are, dust scams are where scammers send tiny little amounts of scam crypto into wallets as deposits. So you just get this little deposit. It looks a lot like an airdrop, but it's not. Scammers then track those transactions. Once the scammer has your identity, they then go to town hitting you with additional scams and fake promotions. There are countless cases where wallets have been completely drained because people unintentionally gave scammer access to their wallet and the scammer just drained the entire wallet. You don't want this to happen, so be wary of any unexpected small deposit into your wallet. Take a minute to research everything that's sitting there, and if you receive some suspicious dust deposit, don't interact with it at all. Make sure you've set up all the security features possible like 2FA and protect yourself. Now, once you've looked through your wallet and you've seen the coins and what they're doing, you need to have an exit strategy, a plan for action of where and when you'll take profits. The only way to make money in crypto is to take profits when you can. Create a strategy and stick to it. And for the love of God, make sure you actually know what coins you have. That's the only way to make good decisions. Otherwise, you might just miss that 100x. That could have changed your life. In a bull run, there are two main ways that you can approach your exit strategy. You can base that strategy on individual coins and their price action, or you can base it on Bitcoin's price action. To find the exact step-by-step solution that makes the most sense for you, watch this video on screen. It's a complete take profit tutorial with tons of options. It could literally make you millions. Love you. Goodbye.